Hey, Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Come at you this time again with another shootout. This time, this is a good one.
Yes.
This time on Dior Homme versus Paul Smith Man.
Yes, this one gets talked about sometimes.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. Paul Smith Man is not a Paul Smith is not a real well-known line.
Yeah.
It's like a clothing line, right?
I'm not sure. We actually found out from Alex, Masters of Style, which I have a link down below.
Yes.
He actually did a really good, because he has a couple of videos where he'll talk about kind of hidden gems that are kind of comparable to other ones. And this was one that really stuck out.
That's right.
We actually kind of lifted some of them we're going to do shootouts from.
Yeah.
So this is one of them.
Love you, Alex.
And what's interesting is Paul Smith has Paul Smith Man, Paul Smith Men, and Paul Smith Man 2.
Good Lord. Just asking for trouble.
That's right.
My gosh. We can show the bottle real quick. You guys mind if I pull forward real quick into the camera? So just for reference sake, the Dior Homme we're using is the original formulation.
Yes. Which I've heard the new formulation is hardly different at all.
Yeah, I've heard, different things. And then this is what Paul Smith Man looks like. This is a 50 ml bottle, so that's the one we're talking about there. So anyway, carry on.
All right. Well, of course, you know how we do it. I have it on my skin, and we have them on paper as well, and I duplicated one of them.
Okay.
So to kind of throw you off.
Okay.
Proceed.
Let's do this. All right, number one. All right. I think that's Dior Homme. I think that's Dior Homme. That's Paul Smith Man.
Okay. Is it?
Crap, hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that original assessment.
Okay.
All right.
And then right there, and then right there.
All right. Dior Homme, Paul Smith Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
100% right.
Yes.
Now, what do you think about these two compared?
So, okay. Dior Homme, to me, is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It is a just amazing fragrance, and you wouldn't think that with like a lipstick thing that it would be, but when you wear it, it's just, it's so well-rounded and kind of complex and just, it's just perfect. If you strip away the perfection of it, then I think you get Paul Smith Man.
Okay.
Because they kind of do the same thing. There's still kind of a lipstick, makeup-y bag feel from Paul Smith Man, but it's way sharper and way harsher to me.
Yeah.
And cheaper, to be honest. When they dry down, they get a little closer, but one is not a replacement for the other. I do think, Paul Smith Man is cheap. I think I got that bottle for like 20 bucks. So, Dior Homme was not particularly expensive or anything like that, but, I don't know, they're kind of close. I own both, and I think they both have a different use. Dior Homme to me is kind of like, it's classy and it's kind of formal, kind of like dress up. And then Paul Smith Man is probably the more casual, more laid back version of that. What do you think? You wearing them?
Yeah, I do. I really love Dior Homme.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna have to do a review of this one.
Yes. Sometime,
because Dior Homme, I think, is one of the best fragrances of all time.
Yeah.
It's that good.
So unique.
Yeah, it's really nice. And Paul Smith Man, I was excited to learn about the comparison here, just because Dior Homme is so amazing.
Yeah.
And but I really don't get much of a comparison here.
Wow.
I understand how someone would kind of say that at first because there's an iris note in there. But again, this falls into the comparison where you lead off with a note, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because they diverge so wildly that the only thing that's comparable is just the iris.
Wow.
And interesting to note, iris is one of the most expensive notes in the world. So pure iris butter. I forgot how they have to make it, but you have to actually make a type of butter from the roots of the iris.
Wow.
And it is one of the most expensive ingredients, second only to oud.
Wow.
That's how expensive it is.
What about ambergris? Ambergris, whatever it is.
I'm not really sure. I think that's actually probably less.
It's up there though. No?
Yeah, it's way up there. But it's so involving to get actual iris butter. Neither of these have iris butter. They're both synthetic irises.
Okay.
However, the Dior Homme, of course, smells, the iris smells better.
Yeah.
And Paul Smith Man, you're right. Very sharp, very harsh at the top.
Yeah.
And kind of is almost like It reminds me like a toy store iris. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, kind of screechy. Like,
it's very,
like fingernails on a chalkboard, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. When I smelled it out of the bottle, just not even spraying it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Hello, iris. Bad iris. But to me, the difference is in the dry down. Well, I mean, there's a lot of differences, but the way that Paul Smith Man develops over time is very generic and boring to me. It's just like that ambery, spicy patchouli-ish. There's no patchouli in it, but it has like that spicy amber type dry down that you get in a million fragrances that are just boring and generic, like Gucci Guilty, etc. And so there's that generic type of thing going on.
Yeah.
And of course, Dior Homme is just like, it just lifts you higher as the day goes by. You know?
Like Creed. Can you take me higher?
So, I really don't get the comparison here.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really think they're that close at all. And even comparing the irises apart, I think you can really tell.
Yeah. You can tell them apart. I feel like they're a little closer than you do.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. We have different noses. I've worn them both multiple times, maybe more than you have. I don't know if it becomes more evident over time, or maybe we're just different. But I don't think that one is a replacement for the other.
Right.
At all. You know, don't buy Paul Smith Man thinking you're going to do the job that Dior Homme does, because that's not going to happen.
No.
No. But I mean, I think they're both good fragrances. I like Paul Smith Man. I don't wear it a whole lot because it is particularly harsh. It's kind of hard to find a good application for this because it kind of tries to do the formal thing that Dior Homme does. Yeah. But it fails, and so it's like it kind of ends up in like a limbo. Like, where do I wear this to?
Yeah.
What's the event for this kind of thing? I don't know. But I like them both. But man, nothing takes the place of Dior Homme.
Yeah. Totally. Now, what are the prices of these two?
Dior Homme MSRP is typical, like $70 to $80, I think. To get the original formulation, if you can, I think it's probably 100 plus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a good deal. I think I paid $60 for the bottle that was used. Paul Smith Man, I think I paid $24 and some change from fragrancehut.com, I think, or something like that, for a 50 ml. So, I mean, if you double that to a 100 ml size, then it's $50. So 80 to 50, it's not that much price difference. I would go Dior Homme all the way.
Yeah, totally. I would too.
If you're choosing, I wouldn't even fool with Paul Smith Man.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. To me, Paul Smith Man is really kind of a waste of time. I don't even think it's a good fragrance, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. But hey.
Spoilers for our review in the future.
He's put on his 1 million hat. Fix to tear somebody new one.
That's right. Let me talk for 10 minutes on how bad it is real quick.
That's all we do.
That's right.
All right.
Anyway. So what do you think, YouTube? What do you think of the differences or comparisons between a Dior Homme and Paul Smith Man? Have you smelled Paul Smith Man? What do you think?
Yeah.
And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel up here and like down below. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week with another fragrance shootout. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Bye.